These 6 items here are recent purchases from Amazon DE. These 5 I had to use a package forwarding service because they wouldn't ship to me in the United States. At the end of the video, I'll explain more about that German package forwarding service and my current feelings about it. But for now, let's start with this. So this is the
Weidmuller
or
Weidmuller.
It's called the Screw-Tie. Screw-Tie. This micro pipe wrench style gizmo at the end is not permanently mounted. So this handle is just a quarter drive handle. The marketing photos showed this handle as a rebrand of a Weha, and I was kind of disappointed. I was looking forward to having a quarter drive Weha rebranded in orange. This is actually the Screw-Tie. There's 4 different sizes. This is the M12, so there's 2 sizes smaller and then a 1 size bigger yet. I believe this is mostly sold into the industrial automation market. I am not in that field myself. This is the product that I got. They make these in a full set, which is pretty expensive, but if you can find just these ends in the size you want, of course you can use it in a different 1/4 inch socket drive. If anybody knows of some interesting similar products to this, I would be interested in knowing. Please comment. I was thinking this would work for coax cables, but the M12 is just a little bit too big. I'm sure one of their smaller sizes would work for coax cable. This size does not. It's a little bit too big. One of the applications they list is for cable glands like this, and unfortunately for the video, I don't have the proper size cable gland. So if I had the right cable gland, you would tighten the cable gland this way, and then to loosen, you take it off, switch it around, and then you can loosen the cable gland nut. So that's the Weidmuller Screw-Tie. Then I got this Hultafors painter's knife. On the end, it's got a flat screwdriver. It's not sharp right here on this part. You can see it's blunted, it's dulled, so you're not going to be able to stab or pierce anything with this knife. So then this notch in there is made to go into the rim of a can like this and open it up. If you have anything small like this, it doesn't work that way. You'd have to use it this way. So this item, for whatever reason, would not ship from Amazon DE to me. Okay, so that's a look at the Hultafors painter's knife. So then I also got the Hultafors BK ZSB, and this is actually a saw knife. And it is heavy. This thing is almost all metal. There's a little bit of plastic on it, but this thing is heavy. This is the way that unlocks. And then you get a saw blade, and you can see that it's been induction hardened on the teeth. Fully extended, the blade's a little wobbly, so if we go 1 notch back and then lock it, it's very secure, and this lock is very positive, so when you're in the process of sawing, this is not going to move. And it is also a standard 18mm utility knife. So if we take out this Hultafors branded saw blade, so let's put in a Chi. All right. And just like that, okay, you can see that fits in there. Fully extended, it's very wobbly. We'll go 1 click back. Feels nice and stable. It's locked. And that's the way that one works. This blade is just 18mm. Does it work in the Ulfa Works outdoor field knife. Let's see if this blade fits in there. Ooh, it's a little bit crunchy. Okay, it does work, but I have a feeling that some of these teeth might be rubbing on this. I'm not sure. There's something there. It's a little crunchy. Not sure, but anyway. This is actually where I want that blade to be. This knife does not say where it is made. Doesn't say so on the packaging either. But it is built really heavy. This is probably the heaviest utility knife I now own, and I own quite a few. And that is the BKZSB. Then I also got this compact HILTI bit set. I really like this. It's thin, it's about the size of a credit card. It comes with the HILTI branded wrap adapter. So this is a Vera wrap adapter, but it's rebranded for HILTI. It's got the magnet inside, it's got all the typical wrap adapter goodness, and that fits very securely in here. So they've got HILTI branded insert bits in here. It's very nice. I got it because I really wanted one of these rebranded wrap adapters with the red and the HILTI logo on it. I think that's pretty sharp. And I knew that HILTI was going to be quality. Quite a few years ago I bought this bit set, and I really like this bit set. There is a lot of repetition in the bits, but I really like the bit holder, and these are probably the best nut setters I've ever owned. Unfortunately, when I bought mine, they had not started to put the HILTI rebranded wrap adapter in this set, which they do now. However, now this set is way more expensive than what I paid for it. Let's take a look at the BMI Vizio 405. This is a 3-meter tape measure with a top view for doing inside measure. This hot set is also a top view inside measure. We can see that the BMI 405 Vizio is more compact, at least in terms of its ability to measure something inside. The BMI is obviously wider. If you look at the displays, you can see there's another difference here. So on the hot set, you read from left to right. So as I extend this, the numbers get greater. That doesn't happen on the BMI Vizio. It goes backwards. So you're reading the measurement from right to left on the BMI Vizio compared to the hot set. So kind of an interesting difference between the hot set 2154 and the BMI 405. Not to be outdone by the hot set, the BMI 405 has another trick up its sleeve that the hot set does not. This has a radius pin. So if we set this at 10 centimeters, the distance from this grommet to the point is exactly 10 centimeters. The grommet is made to fit a pencil. So we push down here, and then we can draw a radius. And we find that the diameter is exactly 20. Funny thing, I just noticed that this Garant tape measure is a rebranded BMI. Just noticed that. So that's a look at the BMI 405 Vizio. And then here is another very interesting product by BMI. So BMI makes a lot of really interesting, unusual tape measures, like This BMI meter, I've reviewed this before. It's kind of cool. It automatically extends instead of automatically retracting. So this one is a variation on that same theme. It does not automatically extend or retract. So you extend this thing out full length, and it basically snaps into a long ruler. And then you flip it over, clip it in there like that, and it's now a large level. And if it's too long and cumbersome, you can snap and roll the ends of this up and have a variable width level. And then we can see there's magnets on the bottom, there's magnets on that side, there's no magnets on that side. So I reviewed this Japanese Niigata spiral measure, which has some similar characteristics to the BMI Pico. The spiral measure does not have a level on it. So I was curious if these products were compatible. It seems like the Niigata Seki is just a little bit wider, but it does fit. Clips in a little bit harder than the BMI tape, but once it's clipped in there, it fits really well. Okay, what about the clips? You can also buy clips for the spiral measure. Do they fit on the Pico? And yes, they do. That's a really good fit. So with these clips, you can extend the Pico and clip it to a magnetic surface. So that's pretty much the only way to get the Pico to stick magnetically to a flat surface, because they didn't put magnets on the back of the Pico, just the bottom, the side, and none on the front either. I think BMI and Niigata Seki should have a conversation, because I think they should be co-marketing each other's products. So BMI is a German company. It's a German product. This is made in Germany. The BMI 405 Vizio does not say that it is made in Germany. The BMI meter is made in Germany. All right, anybody over in Europe, do you know if the BMI 405 is rebranded? Do you see this under different brands? Do you know where it's made? All right, if anybody from KC Tool is watching, I think adding BMI products to your product line would be pretty cool. These BMI products seem to be very hard to find in the United States. KC Tool, if you guys were selling these BMI products, you would probably be one of the only distributors in the USA. If I'm wrong about that, if anybody knows who's distributing BMI products in the United States, please comment. This one doesn't ship from Amazon DE to the USA. Maybe Amazon UK will ship this one. I think Amazon UK will ship this one. Amazon Germany would not ship this to the USA. Just a suggestion, I really like the BMI products. That looks level to me. That checks out. Not that I doubted the BMI Pico. All right, so if these products don't ship to the USA, how did I get them from Amazon DE? I used a package forwarding service called Forward to Me. I have affiliate links to it. I've mentioned it in the past. The experience this time around on this order was definitely not as good as the times that I have used Forward to Me in the past. They get the job done, but just lots of confusion about the packages and which ones are coming in, which ones have arrived. There were duplicate packages in the system that made it very confusing. And for whatever reason, this time around, it just seemed really expensive. So I'm not recommending Forward to Me anymore. I think if I did use Forward to Me again, what I would do is I would go into Amazon DE, I would order one item so that I didn't have so many different third-party shippers sending things into Forward to Me at the same time. I was actually not expecting the BMI Pico in this shipment, but lo and behold, here it is. This was supposed to come with an orange L-Box Mini, which I believe somehow got separated. So from the same large multi-item Amazon DE order, I had one package repacked and shipped from Forward to Me, and then I waited for the missing package to show up, which it did, and one more really slow delivery showed up at Forward to Me. And then I did a repack and ship, and I'm currently waiting for that to arrive. Because right now I don't actually know what's going to arrive. I think I know what's going to arrive, but I don't actually know. So there will be a follow-up video to this video. If anybody has any recommendations for good, reliable, easy to use package forwarding services in Germany, please comment. I'll try to find affiliate links for these products anywhere I can. You know how YouTube works. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.